I'm about to take profit on this Bitcoin short trade. This is the trade setup that we gave in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. Boom. Am I bullish on Bitcoin right now? I recognize the fact that this is a good place to take some profits on a short trade because we might get a move up from here. This is why the market will always wreck as many people as possible. And this week we are going to see millions of traders get wrecked because Bitcoin is about to do the unexpected. And we're going to be looking at the charts, talking about what I am personally expecting for the coming week. So make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell for notifications because we are bringing you the most timely and the juiciest Bitcoin updates here on YouTube. Am I bullish on Bitcoin right now? I'm going to be walking you through exactly how I'm approaching trading in the next few days based on this price action. And we need to start with the overall context of the market, which is on the very high time frames, on the daily time frame, we have come up to the key area of resistance, this multi-year support resistance flip at around $30,000. And our indicator market Cipher B is in fact printing the bearish Elizabeth Warren eyebrow pattern, where the eyebrows are getting lower on market Cipher B as the price is getting higher, also known as the bearish Janet Yellen lip pattern. And so we're seeing these bearish patterns kind of start to play out. A lot of people are getting very, very bearish, and we understand on the higher term time frames, well, we have two major supports, one at $25,000 and one at around $20,000. Now, we gave both of the local trade setups in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, right? We gave the short from right here. We gave the long from right here in advance in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. So we are always looking ahead at the price action, thinking to ourselves, what is likely to happen? So I'm going to walk you through my current process right now. And by the way, if you want to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord, you can go to jasoncaspertrading.com. Go ahead and join right here. Also, guys, if you want to take advantage of very, very good deal on trading fees on MEXC, go ahead, click the link in the description. ByBit, starting on May 8th, will require KYC in order to open new positions and deposit, which is a huge bummer. And I'm currently now switching over to MEXC and some other exchanges. And right now, they have a great deal, 0% maker fees, 33% off on taker fees. Only if you know how to trade, you should sign up. Well, here is the context of the market right now. Okay, we have come up to the resistance and we've gotten a big move to the downside, and we have been finding support at the area toward the low of the range. Now, when we take a look at the 1 hour time frame, we can see something very, very interesting. The momentum waves and the money flow on market Cipher B are currently getting higher right now. What does this tell me? This tells me that if we get another drop to the downside, we are primed to get some kind of a bounce. And if we start to come down even lower, you know for certain people are going to start getting very, very bearish. If we start to lose these previous lows, we're probably going to see a whole bunch of people open up short trades down at those lows, which you should never do, right? We should never sell low and buy high. We should buy low and sell high, right? Not sell low and buy high. We need to buy low and sell high. So here is something I am keeping in mind. If we pull a fib from the most recent low that we put in down here at about 23,900 on Wednesday, March 15th to our current high, you can see that we have the area right around this Fibonacci golden pocket 786 coming in just around these previous lows. Now, if we get a drop down there, we very well may print something called a bullish divergence on market Cipher B. What is a bullish divergence? A bullish divergence is where the momentum waves are getting higher over time as the price is getting lower over time, right? Giving us the very, very bullish Sam Bankman-Fried man boob pattern, where as the price is getting lower, SBF's man boobs are getting higher. Clearly, he's pierced his nipples with some nice neon green little things going on here. The money flow is also getting higher, giving us a move to the upside. Okay, so I'm actually a little bit biased toward a move to the upside if we come back down to test these lows again. Now, what will this do if we get another move to the downside? Well, we have a potential pattern forming here, which is a giant head and shoulders pattern, okay? Something like this, a head and shoulders pattern, which, by the way, if we do get a bounce from here, we could get a very intense move back to retest the value area high of the range right around here, where we also found previous resistance back at the end of March. So we got to think a few steps ahead of the market here, right? We can't just be chasing price. We have to be thinking to ourselves when we're creating plans to trade. We need to think, all right, what is likely to happen here, and if this happens, how am I going to take action on it, right? That's how I like to trade. And if you want to learn how to trade this way, guys, check out the courses also at jasoncaspertrading.com. There's a 25% discount, link in the description. This course is literally changing the way thousands of people approach the markets because it will teach you how to come to a blank chart and come up with a plan similar to what we are doing right now. In addition, if we do get that move to the downside and then we get that move back to the upside, you can see that the Fibonacci golden pocket will be coming in right around this very important area of resistance, which could make for a beautiful short trade. And then we could actually hold that short trade down to the target of the head and shoulders. Now, why am I expecting a head and shoulder breakdown here? The reason is because when we go to these higher term time frames, like the daily time frame, like the weekly time frame, we are clearly seeing a macro top printing, right? The weekly is printing a red dot confirmed right now. Money flow is back into the purple. When we go on the daily time frame, again, we have the Elizabeth Warren eyebrow pattern here. When we go to the 6-hour time frame as well, we are seeing the money flow getting lower, and even on the 4-hour time frame, we're also seeing this money flow continue to get lower, which makes me think that perhaps the bottom is not in yet. Now, if we take a look at the target of this head and shoulders, we can see something also that is very, very interesting. It's coming below the major zone of support that we have around $25,000, and we're actually heading down more toward the $21,000 level. That is the target of this head and shoulders. Why is this so important? Well, if we take a look back at our higher term time frame, we can see that the macro Fibonacci golden pocket, and this is being pulled from literally the bottom that we put in back in November to the high that we put in up here in April, is coming in at the target of this potential head and shoulders pattern around $21.4 thousand. This is very key because honestly, when we lose 25K, people are really going to start to get bearish. But then we just look for a retracement down here at our macro golden pocket. Then I would actually look for another move to the upside. What this would do is this would keep the macro uptrend intact, right? This would keep the macro uptrend intact here, where we get our low, our high, our higher low, our higher high, our higher low, and then we can make a higher high. It would fake out a whole bunch of people who are expecting 25,000 to hold as key support, and it would allow us to get two very good trades potentially, right? Potentially. These are not trades we're looking to take, but what we have to do is we have to say, okay, what could happen? And if it does happen, what is my plan of action, right? That's how we plan these things in advance. This is how we plan the short trade in the Casper crew, how we plan the long trade in the Casper crew. This is how I take all my trades, right? And so I would be looking down to that $21,000 macro golden pocket, which is pretty much, if we take a look here, it's the pre-FTX dump support resistance flip, right? This $21,000 level has been a very key level throughout Bitcoin's history for the past few months, going all the way back to November, right before FTX dumped. This was the high. Then it was our resistance again. Then it was our support again. We got a deviation to the downside. It would be a very beautiful level to come back down and test, and then we can get our move to the upside. So this is just something that I am keeping my eyes on, guys, for today, for the upcoming last few weeks. As we move into the month of May, you know what they say, sell in May, walk away. Potentially May could be a bearish month where we can see Bitcoin come back down to $21,000. Guys, I'm a huge proponent of being as self-sufficient as possible. And here are some of the things I'm doing right now to become more self-sufficient. Beautiful day out here today on the homestead. I'm going to be planting one of the crops that we rely most on throughout the entire year. All right, y'all, I'm out here about to plant some beets. I'm going to be doing it in this little patch back here. Going to be able to plant a lot of beets here, guys, because the thing about beets is you can plant them very, very close to each other. Yeah, we're going to be able to get enough for a whole year back here. Get a good old-fashioned garden hoe and just make these rows. And what you're going to do is you're actually going to plant the seeds in the little hills. It's kind of like having a raised bed without actually building a raised bed. I'm going to do every other row, and then in 2 weeks I'm going to fill in the rows, and then I'm going to have this constant rotation throughout the year where I get to harvest some beets, and then 2 weeks later I get to harvest more beets, and every time I harvest I'll just plant more seeds. Got my seeds right here. It really helps to do this after the rain. So we just got some rain last night, which means the soil is nice and moist, so I can just stick my finger, make a little hole, and drop the seed in. it also helps to kind of wet the soil a little bit right before you do this, just a little bit, guys, because although you don't want to waste water, it does help the seeds actually sprout. That is it for today's video. May you all be blessed in the name of Jesus the Messiah, Yeshua the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray that you are super blessed. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell for notifications. And I'll see everybody in the next video. Peace!